remember I told you, for those that have been listening for years, I told you I wasn't ready for this day. I told you I wasn't ready for these conversations, but the truth of the matter is, apparently, I've been ready. Apparently, they were more ready than me. So, I know. Just woosah, Taylor. Just woosah. If you know anything about these kids, you know the struggle that I'm going through. I'm not ready. But we had a conversation yesterday. They made me ready. And please do not for 5 seconds be as naive as a damn TaylaAndre. These babies know everything there is to know about sexuality. In all forms, in all shapes. They know more than you think they know. So better not bring your kids today, but you better start having these conversations. Because I was thinking Freaky Friday was just for adults. But we going down the list and these kids know more than me. How do you know that? Well, we just Google it. Your friends tell you something. You have a question you don't understand. Your parents tell you to Google everything. So you Google it. And when you do, pictures pop up that you didn't want to see. Lord have mercy. Are y'all for real? Yeah, absolutely. I know I'm not the only one. 617-282-0062. I love those kids yesterday. Kids Corner. I got a lot of messages. A lot of people slid in the DM talking about something. Yesterday was a great show with the kids to, understand the minds of kids, how they think, what they think about, to see that, to hear that, to basically be a fly on the wall of their conversations. Because I don't know if you noticed, but they held no bars yesterday. There were no bars being held. There was no tongues being bitten. They said, I don't know if you heard it, but they said a lot of incriminating things. But I wanted to know their truth. I wanted to know their honesty. I wanted to give them a platform for them to know that, yeah, your voice matters. And they went all the way in. So, the pros of sex, Freaky Friday. It's crazy. I'm not even. That yesterday's conversation blew me all the way for a loop. And can I say it again? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. The way these kids' lives are set up, the things that they know, I feel like they're not able to actually be children. They're not able to actually just be youth. Why do we put so much on them that they have to know this, that they have to know that? Society won't let them be ignorant. It's not fair. I don't think it's fair. And these songs are no different. I swear, sex with me so amazing. I said, listen, A, I don't want to hear this song in my house, and B, I never want to hear you singing that song until you actually know what the hell she's singing about. I'm over here thinking about my back in the day, so I creep. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell creeping meant. Creeping on the down low. Red light special. My parents let me sing everything. I know none of the damn meetings. Pros of sex. First and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to Take the Test Boston. Shout out to the organizations out there doing everything that they can to not only educate the youth, but educate adults as well. I don't know if you guys remember, I brought up a conversation of when I used to do daycare back in Alabama. And there was a little girl who asked me if she could get pregnant because her boyfriend was fingering her. And she's so scared that her mother gonna find out, and now she's gonna be pregnant. Lack of education. I remember in Alabama, those babies didn't have sex ed. They didn't have health class. So I got to see both sides of it. When you're so ignorant, you think that somebody touching you results in pregnancy. And the other side of it, when you know too damn much. What are the pros of having sex? Of course, practicing safe sex, Take the Test Boston, is key. And a lot of us don't even practice safe sex. When is it acceptable for you to take the condom off in a relationship? When is it acceptable for you to slide into a relationship without a condom? Don't lie. Don't lie. Because half y'all never used a condom in the relationship you're in. Good rising, good rising. When is it acceptable for you to slide off the condom? When is it acceptable? What about married people that use condoms? How many people do you know that are married that are like, yes, we use condoms. We don't want to get pregnant, and she doesn't like birth control. Sabir Bay. Peace and blessings, Sabir Bay. How are you? We miss you. When are you coming back to Boston? Having sex relieves headaches. Each time you make love, it releases the tension in the veins of the brains, and not only just headaches, but fevers as well. It has been scientifically proven that after an orgasm, a fever can reduce based on the endorphins and all the other chemicals that are released during sex. So if you're sick or she's sick, you can always use the excuse, baby, let me help you feel better. Let me help you feel better. Maribel. Good rising, good rising. From headaches to cramps. Yes, I said it. I said it because I can. If it's raining red and she has cramps, all of those endorphins, that sense of pleasure, it helps release the pain. I ain't saying engage, I'm just letting you know. A lot of sex can clear a stuffy nose. Sex is a natural antihistamine. It helps to fight against asthma and spring allergies. There's a lot of health benefits to sex. And when the babies know this and you don't, we gotta talk. And that's what we talking today, Freaky Friday. Making love is a spectacular beauty treatment. Scientists have discovered that when a woman has sex, it produces a large amount of estrogen that gives her a shine and a softness to her hair. And as far as beauty tips are concerned, if you use a man's children on your face, it is the best beauty mask in the world. All of those proteins on your face, you let it dry up, and then your skin is so silky smooth, and your acne goes away, or whatever have you. I swear it even lightens up scars. You don't believe me? Just try it for yourself. Whoever has done it, who has used sperm as a face mask? Raise your hand. I want to see your hand. I told you better not bring your kids. You knew Freaky Friday was not the day that you bring your damn kids to the conversation. Who has, in the past, used sperm or have heard somebody of using sperm as a face mask? As face cream? Yes, baby, you should try it. I absolutely believe you should try it. And then get back to me after you try it. If your girl's complaining like, oh my, I need a facial, I need this, give her a facial. Absolutely. Give her a facial. And some women don't like the disrespect of, pew in her eye or in her face, up her nose. So, maybe you can do this in a more humane way and put it in your hand or her hand and then rub it on your face. I am trying to give you suggestions. She said, I will try it tonight. Baby, inbox me first thing in the AM and leave it overnight. I know it sounds crazy. Trust me. Trust me. Leave it on your face overnight. It'll your face gets tight. I swear it's the best face mask in the world. And hold on. Let me take it a step further. I remember reading an article about they were trying to put it actually use sperm and use semen for, Lord have mercy, to actually put it inside of a face mask. So not a homemade, not a do-it-yourself, but a semen. I'm trying to find Siemens Refinery 29. Yo, there is an actual product where they try to use semen for a face mask. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Do it yourself. People who use semen as face masks have seen that their face is brighter and softer. The juices seep into the skin and help for rejuvenate. Okay, I did not write this. It rejuvenates the skin and it helps to moisturize. So if you have dry skin, it helps to moisturize your skin. Try it. And after you try it, inbox me. You remain anonymous. And I'll go ahead and post it on the Wake Up with TaylaAndre page about how semen has helped people get rid of blemishes and scars and help rejuvenate your face. Also, they said that sex is one of the safest sports. It strengthens the muscles of male and female body parts. It's more enjoyable than swimming 20 laps in a pool, and there's no need for special shoes. As far as the estrogen is concerned, I just got an inbox. Thank you. I love it when you guys slide in my DM, pun intended. As far as estrogen is concerned, as a nurse, I can tell you that you are absolutely right. It does relieve headaches, and it does help with crampage. A lot of people don't believe or don't want to believe because crampage means they have to have sex on their period, but it does help. I used to get cramps really bad in the beginning of my marriage. My husband told me that if we had sex, it would help, and I always believed that to be nasty, but I never had cramps after that. Go on, your husband really loved you, baby. He really loved you. If you have sex slowly and smoothly in a relaxed way, it reduces the chances from suffering dementia, skin rashes, and acne. The sweat produced cleanses the pores and makes your skin glow even more. The pros of sex. What are some of the pros of sex that you know for a fact? Not that what I told you. But what have you found stress, first and foremost. I don't care how stressed you are, how upset you are, how angry you are. Can you say bust a nut real quick? And everything seems to be like, the sun is shining brighter. It's nighttime. Life is grand. It's amazing. The pros of sex, really quickly, I just want to read what Facebook is talking about right now. Good rising, good rising. Anthony said, probably when you and your partner are together for a while, years. Also, if you're getting married, depends with your husband or wife and if you want kids. And I guess that goes to the question of, when is it safe to take off the condom? When is it safe for you guys to raw dog it and not have any type of protection? How many people still in 2017 use condoms? Because I feel like that's not even a question, a conversation. I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I feel like condoms aren't even purchased anymore. Like, people don't even purchase condoms. Quote unquote, pull out game on fleek. And these are young people. These are adults. Think about it. Nah. It's so real. That's why I love watching you all the time. It's crazy. I have some good laughs in the rising. I am so trying that tonight. I can't wait to text my daddy now and let him know it's going down. How many people call their boo daddy? And how many people think that is disgusting? That's a real question. I can't tell you how many black women are like, I'm not finna call him daddy. I remember a conversation from, what was it? It was like the Real Doctors of Atlanta or something like that. Like the doctor's wives or some nonsense. And she called her husband daddy. She's like, if she'll never say my husband. She said daddy. For anything and everything all the time. Daddy. And so when they were having a conversation, she mentioned daddy, and the girl was just like, why would you, you have to have some real daddy issues for you to call your husband daddy. That just does not make sense. Like, how do you feel doing that? When I had somebody disclose to me, like, Spanish, Latino people do that all the time. Even men to other men. Papi. What does papi translate to? How many times have you told Papi to cross the street? Go, Papi. It's okay. How many times have you asked Papi for a pack of cigarettes? You call him Daddy all the time. Did you think about it like that? How many people, women, men, and I bet you didn't even think about that. I bet you there's men right now that are just like, I'm never calling another man Papi. Y'all out here calling Big Papi, Big Daddy. You just might as well call the man Sexual Chocolate. Or Peaches. What was Cedric the Entertainer? I'm not calling another man, I forgot what he said. But y'all out here calling another man Daddy. Hey, Papi. Hey, Daddy. I bet you never even thought about that. Little nasty self. When I go for a checkup, I get condoms for the clinic or the hospital. As long as you get condoms, baby. As long as you keep using them. Tayla, can you make a quick announcement about something in a something? Baby, I don't get messages when we're on Facebook Live. I apologize. Slide in my DM and drop it there. Because I know it has something to do with something else included. I don't like to call dad or daddy at work. By our work? Anthony, clarify that. How many people call you Papi? How many people call you daddy? And you just let it slide? How many men have come out their mouth and disrespected you and you allowed it? Or do you not care? If you have sex, if you engage in sex, you can burn calories that you have accumulated throughout the day. It's a great workout. It is a great workout, especially if you're freaky and kinky and get in all types of positions that seem damn near impossible. You can get your push-up on. You can get your pull-up on. You could wheelbarrow it. Like, there's a lot of different crazy, freaky, nasty positions that you could put yourself in. You could put another person in and, work those muscles at the same damn time. You know it. I know it. We know it. When's the last time you actually engaged it? All right, hold on. Baby, slide in the DM. I cannot read text messages. While we are on Facebook Live, it doesn't allow me. Please, or email it to me. Email it to me. They're talking about the MBTA, the injustice that was done. Send it to me on Facebook. Send it to me, TaylaAndre@gmail.com, and I'll be able to announce it for you. And this is an anonymous that slid in the DM. Tayla, I can't tell you how many times I have used sperm for a face mask. I never go to the salon. I never go to the spa. Quote unquote, daddy gives me my spa treatment. I love it. I love it, baby. Thank you for your honesty. She said, I love the way it feels when it dries. It makes my skin feel soft. And then when I wash my face, it's even softer. I don't know what's in sperm, but all ladies should try it, even if they have infinity to having come on their face. Well, the truth of the matter is, a lot of us, I feel like a lot of us just feel like that's disrespectful. Like, don't do it. It's nasty. I don't appreciate it. He got it in my eye. It's up my nose. I don't like it. It smells weird. I hate the way it tastes. I get it. That's why I said try to do it in a more humane way. Try and, catch it in your hand. Try to put it in a cup. And then use it at your leisure. That's actually a really good idea. If you could, like, that'd be dope to go to a sperm bank. And no, I think that's actually nasty now that I think about it. Because you don't know what he's been eating. And especially if a man has a great diet, if he works out, if he eats fruits and vegetables, if he's a vegan, I wonder if there's a difference scientifically on how clear your skin could be, or like how small your pores could be based on the diet of the man whose semen you use as a face mask. That's something to ponder on. You should put your man on a diet. Let me know how it works. Put him on a diet for like a week, because you know they generate sperm down there every hour, every second of every day. So the new generation of the food he eats today is basically the sperm coming out tomorrow. I want to give a huge shout out to a friend of mine who told me that they are not drinking nor smoking nor engaging in, fried foods. Like, they cut a lot of stuff out their diet. They're eating differently. They're drinking differently. They're detoxing their body and cleansing the womb. And I think that is absolutely amazing. How many people actually thought about cleansing the womb before getting pregnant? Cleansing the womb before engaging in, I was going to say Planned Parenthood, but how many people actually plan parenthood? In our communities, at least. Not 45-year-olds, beginning their life together. We've been together for 15 years. He's made it in his career. I've made it in my career. Now we're ready to have kids. I went to school with kids like that. Parents were 60 and 70 years old when they graduated from high school. I'm good. I like the fact that I'm 34 and Anari is 14. And once he's out the house, I still got a life to live. Versus by the time my children get pregnant, I'm finna die. VCR said, what? My girl rocking a t-shirt. That's what's up. Oh, yeah. I do have the I Love Black People t-shirt on for those that currently cannot see me. Sex is a divine remedy for depression. It releases endorphins into the bloodstream, creating a state of euphoria and leaving women and men with a feeling of being unique, with a feeling of being amazing, like floating on cloud 9, feeling as if life is divine. I remember I said the sun is shining so bright, yet it's nighttime. I think we sometimes use sex as it's just a form of time passing, to pass the time because I'm horny. We don't engage in sex like to create, to use it as a creation process, to use it as a meditation process. We don't purposely engage in higher education of sex. I don't think that's what I meant to say. We don't engage in sex for elevation. It's more so to pass the time or out of habit. How many times have you purposely engaged in sex, tantric sex, slow, meditative sex, mind-clearing, mind-altering, let us kumbaya sex? Instead of just smashing it real quick and leave it alone. I'm not saying each and every single time you're supposed to spend 3 hours, but when's the last time you actually engaged for 3 hours? Instead of a 15-minute session. Instead of a 34-minute session. Well, Tayla, damn, 34 minutes is a long time, but is it really? As far as cleansing is concerned, as far as, I was going to say reps, as far as getting your workout on, as far as being in sync with your partner on a mental and physical level. When's the last time you engaged for hours at a time versus engaging for a couple minutes? Getting it out of your system, getting it out of the way. Sex is a tranquilizer and a muscle relaxant. it's 1,000 times more effective than Valium. All of these medications that we have people out here taking as far as depression is concerned, and anxiety is concerned, and anger issues are concerned, sometimes y'all really just need to bust one, to let one loose. And I am a huge supporter of masturbation. There is nothing wrong with masturbating. There is nothing wrong with I ain't afraid to touch myself. I don't need nobody else. I was singing that damn song at a young age. I had no reason to be singing that song. I had no idea what the words meant. I'm like, yeah, I be touching myself. What's wrong with that? Young, naive, singing some of the nastiest songs. But can't even get mad at these babies and these parents letting these babies sing these. What's Rihanna's song? Don't you know I'm a savage? Sex with me so amazing. Let me hear another damn 13-year-old singing that song. Somebody please go get your child. There's just some of these songs your kids do not need to be singing. Percocet. Molly Percocet. Can you please get your kid? Pros of sex. Sexual activity releases hormones and pheromones and estrogen, testosterone. Kissing. Did you know that kissing each day will keep you away from the dentist? I think it's weird. But kissing is an art which makes the teeth cleaner, and the saliva reduces the amount of acid that causes tooth decay. The prevention eliminates many of the problems, in addition to offering a breath constantly renewed. I had no idea that kissing keeps your breath fresh. I don't even think people kiss like that anymore. I remember when people used to kiss in the streets. Like, I used to be a kid. I don't know if the law just passed a public display of affections, but I remember being a kid and watching people kiss all the time. All the time. Every time. Like, it was everywhere. You could watch people French kiss like it was nothing. They don't even kiss in porn anymore. Unless it's a fetish and you look for kissing in the fetish section. What happened? What happened to the kissing? Why are there just pecks now? Tell me. Talk about it. Inform me. What do you think? I love it when y'all 617-282-0062. You don't have to call, but thank you for sliding in the DM. Tayla, in capital letters. Let me tell you how I recently was reading something about spa treatments, and I thought it was so nasty that people were using semen as face masks. But to no avail, my husband thought it would be a good idea, so we tried it. And you're right, there are more humane ways to engage in face masking without feeling as if you are words that I cannot say. But can I tell you that I had period acne, or menstrual acne, we'll call it menstrual. I had menstrual acne. I left the mask on for 20 minutes. I did not leave it overnight. And after I washed my face, it was from night and day. I'm with you 100%. These are conversations that most people don't want to have. And thank you for always being real. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. To be transparent, I know from experience. I didn't read about it. I know from experience. I love it. I do it again. Put it in a cup. It should be sold in packages. It should be sold in stores. There's something about the protein. There's something about those little tiny things like closing up your port. I don't know the answer, Sway. I don't know what it is. If you're a nurse, hit me in a DM, call 617-282-0062 and help me understand why it's so amazing, why it works so well. What is it about the enzymes? What is it about the protein? What is it about just a tablespoon? Isn't that right? Like, hold on. It's like a teaspoon of semen has nutrients. Hold on, pause. I'm looking it up. Sperm and semen are not the same thing. Are you serious? Spermatoza, or sperm, is the name given to the reproductive cells that look like tadpoles. Seminal fluid is the stuff that tadpoles swim in. Together they form semen. What? Spermatoza, or sperm, is the name given to the reproductive cells that look like tadpoles. Seminal fluid is the stuff that tadpoles swim in. So is it the seminal fluid that makes your skin feel good? Or is it the actual tadpoles? Pre-cum does not actually contain any sperm, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be careful with it. I didn't know that either, because I thought you could get pregnant off of pre-cum. I absolutely did. So again, for those who did not hear me the first time, because I didn't even understand until I just Googled it, spermatoza, or sperm, is the name given to reproductive cells that look like tadpoles. Seminal fluid is the stuff that tadpoles swim in. Together they form the semen that, of course, creates the children. Seminal fluid is the sperm's sacred protector. Seminal fluid helps sperm do their biological mission by helping sperm get into the female body. Seminal fluid is alkaline. Hey, men, y'all better start telling these queens that you got alkaline in your system and you trying to give them some alkaline water. So ignorant. So ignorant. It reduces the acidity that sperm experiences in a female's reproductive system. And perhaps most importantly, seminal fluid gives the sperm the energy in the form of fructose that they need for their arduous swim. I think this is absolutely amazing. So men are giving women alkaline. They're giving us energy. They're giving us fructose. Semen is formed in 3 different parts of the body, not just in the testicles. According to science, semen comes from 3 main structures in the male reproductive anatomy. The first is the prostate, which forms a milky substance full of enzymes, proteins, and minerals. The second are the seminal vessels, which produce the fructose, as well as 2/3 of the fluid. The third are the testicles themselves, which produce the sperm and some fluid as well. I'm learning so much right now, and this was by accident that I picked this up. So the testicles, the prostate, and the seminal vessels, all 3 of them together create semen. Sperm are the only human cells produced in one individual, but designed for survival of another. Sperm are amazing because of this fact. Think about it. Our bodies are designed to attack anything that is not from our own body. Sperm didn't get that memo. Unlike the white-haired travelers, sperm too venture on parts unknown. And I think this is dope because that goes back to the conversation about it actually being good or doing, being healthy for your face. The FDA did not approve it. I'm just speaking on my own behalf. Your body fights off anything that is not yours, but yet when it comes to sperm, it's like it allows it. Did you know that a human male will produce around 150 million sperm a day? That means you are producing a few of 1,000 sperm every second. Every second, a few thousand sperm are created. Most men's sperm are pretty useless. According to science, guys are into quantity and not so much quality. but only a bit more than half of the semen in average ejaculation can swim. That is 70 to 90% are not ideally shaped for swimming. We're talking that some of them have 2 heads and 2 tails. Some of them have big heads. Some of them have small heads. Some have big tails. Some have small tails. And some have no tails at all. Not all sperm is good sperm. Semen is protected from your body's immune system so that your own body doesn't attack it as a foreign substance. Sperm not only begins to form in a male's body until he hits puberty, but by that time, your body's immune system has already decided which kind of cells are part of the human body and which are not. Which technically, a male's body should be fighting sperm since it's a foreign object until he hits puberty. Your body should be attacking the sperm because it's quote unquote an invader. The testicles is what shields the sperm from the rest of the body. And the testicles have what is referred to it has a immune privilege. Awkward. Did you know that? How about that? When semen is first ejaculated, it is gel. It transforms into a liquid afterwards. Didn't know that either. They say that it could be because of gravity, and it's able to... Baby, I cannot get text messages. I need you to slide in the DM or send me an email. I can only imagine that what you're sending is really important, but I can't read it if we're on Facebook Live. 20 minutes before analyzing semen under a microscope, it will then turn into a fluid state instead of a gel state. You have to give it 20 minutes for it to actually transform. Semen is mostly water, and it's only about 1% sperm. And there's a bunch of other good stuff in there like calcium, fructose, tons of enzymes, tons of minerals. On average, men ejaculate about a teaspoon worth of semen. And semen also contains proteins that are found in egg whites. This is why semen is so great for your face, ladies. It's fairly low calorie, but high protein. And somebody just slid in the DM talk about some Tayla. Y'all, you over here promoting women swallowing, aren't you? I am not, but if that's what you're reading, that's great. Alright. Slide in the DM, baby. I want to get your message out. Semen is still not a great source of nourishment. Do not use the nutritional content of semen as an argument to convince someone or be convinced yourself to do something you are not comfortable doing. But, according to reports, semen has the nutritional content of a couple of insects. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel. What's your truth as far as semen is concerned? Last but not least, sex is proven to lower stress levels and lower high blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, that is something you may want to consider. Thank you. Good rising, Tayla. Can you please make a quick announcement? Justice for Mary Holmes' criminal case versus the ex-MBTA officer Garvey. Last day of trial. Garvey takes the stand regarding the violating the civil rights of Mary Holmes and lying on her police report. The community should be at Suffolk County Superior Court on the 8th floor at 9 a.m. A lying cop takes the stand, closing arguments, then the judge will decide with no jury. Mary needs justice. Boston needs justice. And considering we have a police officer multiple police officers that were out here making their viral video talking about black people have met their match. And what disturbed me the most is when they put carnival pictures up. Not people fighting, not people wrestling, not gunshots, not gun shells. Room 806. If you can make it today, room 806 at 9 a.m., the Lion Cop takes the stand in the closing arguments of Mary Holmes. That is today, correct? That is today. But the police commissioner spoke yesterday, had a press conference yesterday about the police officers that put out their viral video about black people have met their match. You know, Boston Police Department is out here, woo, 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 rah, rah, rah. He is suspended for 6 months. Somebody made a comment yesterday about children being suspended longer than the police are being, you know, this is a slap on the wrist. He's going to undergo community service. He's going to undergo sensitivity, cultural, no. I think the rest of the police force should go through the community service and go through the cultural sensitivity training. But this officer in particular and his friend that clearly black people have met their match, you can't undo racism. You can't undo somebody that has a racist ideology. You can't send them to a diversity class and think that what they've known and what they've learned since childhood is going to diminish. You can't think that. You can't be rational and think that that's okay. You would not have a racist black cop in Newton and allow him to make a video about white people have met their match this year. And then for him to keep his job. It wouldn't happen. There's little kids in school right now that are expelled for less. Expelled. Kicked out of the school. Go find another one. 6 months. He is suspended for 6 months. How do you suspend an ideology? How do you suspend a belief? How do you suspend what he knows and what he thinks and how he feels? I want to give a huge shout out to the Boston Banner because there's 3 articles in there that I read yesterday about what's taking place as far as the police department, the fire department, the fact that the fire department is 74% Caucasian, less than 20% of African Americans hold a position greater than a starting position, greater than just a firefighter, like a lieutenant or a supervisor, only 20%, but we live in a city that is a majority minority. I like to say majority because nowhere in the world is a person with melanin a minority. Anywhere. Nowhere. Even in Alaska, we're still the majority. Woosah. We went to Freaky Friday to police assaulting. You know I'm on my soapbox and I'm kind of in my feelings right now. I'm really in my feelings right now when it comes to the numbers and the disparity and the amount of police officers that should be on the force according to our statistical makeup of the city. So shout out to all my brothers and sisters that are looking to be on the police force. Shout out to my brothers and sisters that are on the police force that are looking to move up in the ranks. Shout out to those that are on the fire, trying to move up in the ranks. Shout out to those that are working as ambulance. We need y'all. We need you. And Mary needs justice and Boston needs justice. And we didn't get any yesterday. And I police commissioner, we've had many conversations, but I don't believe that your decision was one that was appropriate. I don't think that was the right decision. I do not think that giving him sensitivity training and what type of community service? You know what type of community service I want him to have? I want him to be with some of these ex-thugs, these ex-felons that he has labeled, that his brothers have labeled as criminals. People with past. So I want him to have to sit on the corner and have conversations with some of these men. I want him to have to go into the schools and have conversations with some of these young boys that do not trust police, do not like police, have watched police kick down their doors and rip families, men and women out of the home. That's the type of community service I want to see him do. I don't want him hugging babies, kissing the elderly. I don't want him in elder community service events. Like, I want him in the streets with people from the neighborhood. I want to scare him straight. I want to scare the racists out of him. If that's even possible, because again, how do you suspend ideologies? It's 6 months, slap on the wrist. He'll be back to making videos tomorrow. He probably made a video last night. Black people have met their match. 6 months and I'll be back. That's neither here nor there. I'm sorry I ruined your Freaky Friday. Big City 101.3 FM, Waking Up with TaylaAndre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. Unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness. It's unorthodox for me as a host to say, yes, put sperm on your face. Use semen as a face mask. But what is it? Sophisticated ratchet? Baby, I could talk about putting sperm on your face and talk about the police commissioner making one of the biggest mistakes of his life in the same sentence. Versatility. I love you. I appreciate you. If you are able to make it for justice for Mary Holmes, the criminal case of the ex-MBTA officer Garvey, last day of trial, Garvey takes the stand regarding violating the civil rights of Roxbury resident Mary Holmes and lying on a police report. Justice equals elevation. And we ain't seen no type of justice. And this is the oldest police force in America. And if you think that the oldest police force in America if we're not doing right in the most liberal state across America, if we're not doing right, if we're not making right decisions as far as our office is concerned, and I would not be surprised. Mark my words, record this now, it's currently recorded already, but mark my words. Today is the day that 6-month suspension slap on the wrist. This man is going to, at some point in time in his career, be caught on camera. Someone's going to file a complaint regarding him assaulting a person of color. If he really thinks black people have met their match because he's on the force, at some point in time, there's going to be a complaint against his behavior. I can guarantee it. And when it does, I'm going to stand here and say, guess what? You know what? I told you so. Because you cannot suspend an ideology. You cannot suspend a racist thought process. You cannot suspend when little Billy grew up and his father was in Southie calling black people the N-word. You can't erase that. You can't suspend that. You can't sensitivity training that out of a human being. It's not going to happen. I see they're trying. I'll leave it like that. The police commissioner, you think this is going to work? I think the rest of the force need to do the same thing this man is doing. Well, Taylor, they didn't do anything. Guess what? He's not the only one. When police department is 62% all Caucasian, fire department is 74% Caucasian. The city of Boston, what are we at? We're 54% black and brown. Right now, that cop is not the only one on the hook. The DA, almost 2 years to indict her. The video and her police report did not match up. We shall see. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. This weekend is a pretty amazing weekend. Why? Because we have 4th of July coming up. But can I tell you, can I be honest with you? It upsets me that you are so excited about the 4th of July, that you got a 4th of July outfit, that you got a 4th of July cookout, that you got a 4th of July anything, and you didn't have a Juneteenth. You did not have a Juneteenth outfit. You did not have a Juneteenth cookout. You did not come to the Emancipation Proclamation observation put together by the Juneteenth Committee that is always held on June 19th, which is technically Juneteenth. Not only because I was honored on that day, but because that is our Independence Day. We always itch and complain, that itch in the middle of your back. We always itch and complain that there's not a black parade. Like the Irish have their own freaking day to prance around in the streets. You get mad because we don't have a day. You get mad because we're not in the curriculum. You get mad because it's so much injustice out here. When the truth of the matter is, what are you doing to celebrate the people that came before you? What are you doing to honor your ancestors? Your ass won't go out and vote. You're not civically engaged. You're not interested in business. You don't want to go to the kids' school and complain to the director, the principal, the superintendent. You don't want to attend meetings. Oh, Tayla, I can't. I don't have time. But when Gucci and them were at the sneaker store, you were waiting in line for that. We need to get our priorities together. We need to get our group economics together. We need to start working together. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. If you did not celebrate Juneteenth, do not celebrate the 4th of July. I mean it. You shouldn't. You should not be out here singing and looking at fireworks. You should have popped out fireworks on June 19th. Because technically, that's your Independence Day. Technically, that's your freedom. Just like the Haitians be out here May 18th on my birthday, that's what makes me honorary Haitian. The Haitians be out here every May 18th. Haitian Flag Day. Celebrating the fact that they won. It was victorious. We won the revolution. This is our day. What is it? La Fête? La Fête? I know I butchered that. I'm sorry, babe. La Force La Fête? Is that what it is? Shout out to Faith Naturals. All naturals. Shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, alopecia, eczema, name it. Yoni eggs, pum-pum steams, pum-pum wash. I love the pum-pum wash. Girls, it is sundress season. You need to get you some pum-pum wash, some pum-pum spray that you take on the go and you can spray it anytime, all the time. And then the pum-pum oil, which makes you smell so divine. It makes you taste even more amazing. I want you to go out and get your firearm license. Firearm Fred, 617-293-1011. Give him a call. It's a great date night. Prestige Cuisine, absolutely amazing. The food was dope. They came out for the event. Such a blessing. Fruits a blessing. Shout out to Fruits a blessing. I ain't seen y'all in a long time since you got your store. You don't be out here no more. Don't do deliveries no more. I wish Fruits a blessing would still do deliveries. Last but not least, I have a book. If you know somebody that was unable to make it to the Boston Business Builder, but they're still interested in opening a Black Beauty Supply store, I have the Black Beauty Supply Store book. It is the end-all, be-all to the steps you need to take to open a Black Beauty Supply store. If you want it, I got it. It's on sale. Come get it. Call me. And if you know somebody that's looking to buy or sell a house or stop gentrification, and shout out to Reclaim Roxbury. They said gentrification will not happen here. We are doing everything in our power to push them out. This is our land. This is where Malcolm X stood. We refuse to give it up. We refuse to give it up. This is the last frontier for real, because they already moving into Mattapan. It's already parts of Dorchester that you can't move into. Roxbury is the last place What are you doing as far as your ancestors are concerned? As far as those that came before you are concerned, what are you doing to stand your ground? Wake up, everybody, no more sleep in bed. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, and I look forward to Motivational Monday. I'll be here for the 4th of July because I was here for Juneteenth. Just like I don't want y'all celebrating Christmas unless you celebrating Kwanzaa too. But that's my own personal opinion.
And you are now tuned in to Big.
What you over here talking about, Takwa? July 4th, 1930 is Black Folks Independence Day. That's when Elijah Muhammad, teacher, God in person, made himself known and started teaching his 3rd grader students Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and Louis Farrakhan that shocked the white world. I love you, baby.